Good day and welcome back to the podcast Catch It, A New Perception. My name is Ketuk. Please subscribe, share this with other people, and give it a thumbs up if you appreciate the episode. Any comments in a positive fashion that you can offer to help this podcast get better at what we're doing, I'd really appreciate it. And the reason I say comments that'll help this podcast get better is because sometimes the comments that I hear can make for a new episode or a different episode or a different idea on how we expand things going forward. I'm looking forward to this new season that we're in as we start a new season, and the solstice has just passed. It was just after sunset on the 20th, and which would have been Friday evening. And the summer solstice is a renewal. It's the longest day of sunlight. It is different things to different people. I get that. I think about some lines that I've heard, some things that I've heard through time, through certain things that I've heard. I say a line, it could be a phrase, it could be a statement, it may be a question. The one that comes to mind right now is, it's better to give than to receive. I do my best to do my part. And what does that mean to me? I say that, and within that question, every time I say, what does that mean to me? It's an idea of offering the idea of, what does it mean to you? So, moving forward, I want to look at this. Throughout this episode, what's it mean? It's better to give than to receive. And how do I do my part? One example I think of right off the top of my head was I have the opportunity to do a giveaway, and I've done more than one in my life. It is part of different ceremonies that I do. And I don't talk necessarily a lot about ceremonies specifically or specific ceremonies. And this happened to be when I got married, and it was in a blanket ceremony. So a traditional Lakota ceremony, getting married by the way of the Chinupa, and with a blanket ceremony, using a star quilt and the sacred pipe. Well, when we invite people to our home for this event, for this ceremony, for this ritual, we ask them to make sure they are not to bring a gift for us. We do a giveaway. So we gave gifts to each person that showed up here. And this is done in different ways with different ceremonies by different people. I get it. And sometimes I've been told, we'll give practical things. That's a really good idea. Things that are practical, things that people will use. Okay. We'll give things that are themed to the way that we live. Okay. And sometimes I have also been told we give our very best. So sometimes we give a part of ourselves because we give our very best. And I think about this because when we're doing a giveaway, it's one thing. That's one type of gifting. It's really nice to be able to get married and do a giveaway and not expect and tell people we are not to receive gifts. That's not what this is about. Your gift to us is your presence. Your presence is a present to us. We appreciate that. Our way of saying thank you to you is through Hopila and this giveaway that we will do. And I've done it for other ceremonies that I've done. There's some ancient ceremonies we do, and as we end those, or as we do a naming, or we do different things, we do giveaways there also. So it's one way that I can give and do my part. How else can I do this in my life other than the event of a giveaway? And I get that's part of a ceremony, and that's what it is. What I realize is that I can give in many ways. I can be generous in many ways. I can give of my time. I can give of my money. I can give of myself. One way, when I say it's better to give than to receive, is to be present when other people don't want to be kind when people are being abrasive, to not react poorly when someone comes off on me in a different way. You see, these are gifts. These are gifts that sometimes people don't see. Sometimes people can't receive, and that's okay. It's about the act of giving that matters. And how else do I do my part? When I say I do my best to do my part, how else does that happen? Well, for me, it's about, for example, giving of time. And I've mentioned this in different episodes at different times, how being generous with time is important. Whether I'm volunteering somewhere, I might be doing a workshop, I might be doing a seminar, and the gift of time, the gift of sharing my experience. And some of the reasons that I think that this is really important is I've talked on different episodes about how wisdom has been shared with me. And the people who have come before me and done things that I haven't done, and the people who were elders to me and they share their experience with me, they're sharing wisdom with me. And that's a gift. And one thing I learned decades ago as I began to get to know my higher self, and the process of giving rather than receiving is a process of getting to know my higher self. And one of the things that I learned is that through this, I will receive everything I need. It might not be directly from that person or from that group of people. It may be internally. It may be from the Creator, from that mystery. It may come from many different ways, many different directions. And I think that it's important for me to understand that when I'm giving of my time, I am just to gift it. I may not receive anything. That's okay. When I give a gift, and that could be in many different ways that I give a gift, it's about giving it. It's not about receiving something. I may or may not get something in return, and I know I won't get it in return from that person, and I don't expect it and don't want it. I get it back in a different way, through satisfaction, through contentment. I know a lot of people really like to laugh, and I've had my days of laughter to the point where I can't do it anymore because I laughed so hard for so long. It's not where I'm at in my life. Where I'm at is I find so much resolve in contentment, in being okay, in being satisfied, being good with what's right in front of me, appreciating this moment. It's a gift from the Creator, the present. So one way to be able to gift something is to be able to receive a gift graciously. Whether that comes from this mystery, whether that comes from another human being, whether it comes from an entity, whatever that is, when someone gifts you something, to be able to say thank you and not feel like, oh, I need to repay this. I need to do something for you, because it's not like that. Sometimes it's an exchange of gifts. And it's rather inadvertent. It just happens to happen at the same time. Or I have this and I thought about giving it to you and I hadn't yet, so here it is. And those types of things are appreciated also, I believe. That we walk in a certain way. We move in a certain way. And sometimes we can give a gift when we didn't know we were going to. By stopping, having a conversation with someone, telling someone what you see in them, how you see them, the brilliance, the light inside of them, whatever that may be. And I say this because I think there comes a time where we can do things different, see things different, and become a different individual each and every time that we give a gift, that we receive a gift. I do my best to do my part. How big is that? How often is that? Is it daily in your life? Is it constant? Is it sometimes? Do you really not go out of your way to gift anyone anything? Is it selfishness, or what is it? I say that because I don't believe that most people can go through life without gifting someone a smile, a handshake, a hug, a wink, whatever that might be. What is it you could gift someone? Your time? If you don't have the money to gift someone, if that would be important to you, what do you have to gift someone? That is important to you. Is it important to give something that you internally have? Is it important to give something that's hard to part with? I think about how I asked an elder, Mayate, about why people gift money when tithing today. And in the past, often they may gift something like blankets and food and all kinds of different things. Things that they may need for their own family. And then they go to ceremony and they gift these things that are so important to them and their family. They don't do that anymore. I said, why do they gift money when tithing? And he smiled and looked at me and he said, because it's hard to part with. That made sense to me. Sometimes we're going to gift things that are hard to part with. It's been going on for generations. We give our very best. When we're at work, how often do we give our best? Is that a gift? Yes, we get reciprocated by being paid for being at work. And I'm only going to do this much because that's all that's required of me. I don't need to do anything more. This is what they pay me for. Or do you go above and beyond to be kind to the people at work? Or do you want to be abrasive with the people above you because you don't want to be treated this way? Or whatever it might be. Or could you be kind to them and say, you know what? I've earned the respect. If you don't like me and you don't respect me, that's okay. That's a gift at that point. To not come across to someone in an abrasive way, when in the past you would have. Maybe it's a guest where you work. You can come across however you choose. You can be whoever you choose today. You can be whatever you choose today. I choose to be kind. And if that's the only gift I have to give today, I'm good. I try to live my life as if it might be my last breath at any given moment. And if it is the last breath I take, and these are the last words I speak, I'm good to take my long journey, and I'm honored to have lived the life that I live. And if not, you'll probably see another episode. You'll probably hear me again. And for those of you that know me personally, I'll probably show up in your life again. And what it is that I gift you, I am uncertain. I do not know what it looks like in the future. I do not know how capable I will be. My hope is that I'm more capable than I have been in the past, that I can gift you kind words, that I can be generous with you. Looking forward to next time. Live in harmony with and use the bounty of the land to bring kindness to the world. Dok Shao, okay?